Why the evergreen tree never loses its leaves. Winter was coming. The birds already flew far to the south, where the air was warm and they could find berries to eat. But one little bird could not fly with the others because he had a broken wing. He was alone in the world and in the cold wind. The forest looked warm, so the little bird headed toward the trees to ask them for help. First the bird came to a birch tree. "Beautiful birch tree," the bird said, "my wing is broken, and my friends have flown away for the winter. Can I please live on your branches until my friends return to me?" "Absolutely not," answered the birch tree, as she pulled her green leaves away. "Here in the great forest, we have our own birds to help. I can do nothing for you." The little bird tried to console himself. "The birch tree is not very strong," he told himself. "And maybe she is not strong enough to support me. I will ask the strong oak tree for help." So the little bird went to the oak and said, "Great oak tree, you are so strong and sturdy. Will you please let me live on your branches until my friends come back in the springtime?" "Until the springtime," said the oak. "That's a very long time. How do I know I can trust you? Birds are always looking for something to eat, and you might eat up some of my precious acorns. I'm afraid my answer is no." The little wounded bird now began to fret. Then he thought to himself, "Maybe the willow tree will be more sympathetic." So the little bird found the willow tree and begged, "Gentle willow, my wing is broken, and I could not fly to the south with the other birds. May I live on your branches until the springtime comes?" And at that moment, the willow did not look so gentle. She stood up very straight and proud and said, "Little bird, I do not know you, and we willows never talk to those that we do not know. Now maybe other trees in the forest are willing to give shelter to strange birds, but I am not. Please leave." So now the poor little bird did not know what to do. Its wing was still very frail, but it began to fly away as much as it could. And before it flew far, a voice came from the forest. "Little bird," the voice said, "where are you going?" The little bird stopped for a moment and turned to see a tall evergreen tree. The bird replied sadly, "Well, I'm really not sure where I'm going, but I'm very cold, and I need to find a warm place to stay. The winter will be here soon, and I will perish in its cold winds." "Come here, then," said the friendly evergreen. "You can live on my warmest branch all winter if you'd like." The little bird felt both stunned and relieved. "Will you really let me live on your branches?" asked the little bird eagerly. "Of course I will," answered the kind evergreen. "If your friends have flown far away, it's time for the trees to help you. Here is the branch where my leaves are the thickest and the softest." The other evergreen trees in the forest overheard the whole conversation between their friend and the little bird, and they decided that they should pitch in too. A nearby evergreen said, "My branches are not very thick, but I am big and strong, and I can protect you both from the cold north wind." "I can help too," said a smaller juniper evergreen tree, who was standing near the other two trees. "I can give you my berries all winter long, and every bird knows that juniper berries are tasty." So the three trees gave the lonely little bird a home. The first tree gave the bird a nice big branch to live on. The second tree helped to keep the cold north wind away. And the third tree gave the little bird delicious berries to eat. Now the other trees in the forest watched what was happening and said to each other, "Those trees are crazy. I don't know why they are willing to help a strange bird that they do not even know." And they pulled their leaves very close to themselves. And in the morning it was clear that winter already arrived in the forest. During the night, The north winter wind was preparing to strike the land below. But first, he asked the Snow King, "Should I strike every leaf in the forest?" "No," said the Snow King. "You may touch every leaf on every tree except the evergreens. These trees, who were kind to the little bird with the broken wing, may keep their leaves all through the winter." And on the first winter morning, thousands of leaves lay on the ground of the forest, and all of the trees were bare, all of the trees except for the evergreens. And this is why the evergreen tree, known during the holiday season as the Christmas tree, is the only tree that stays green all year.